Despite the recent pullback, the silver chart remains bullish. The chart pattern shows that people are accumulating silver. Chris Vermeulen believes as long as momentum and the accumulation continues, we are going to see this eventually break to the upside. He said that as of this date, silver is up about 44% from year over year, and it's not picking the choice bottom at 12. The actual value of silver is a lot higher than $30 or $28. It's much higher if the dollar gets traction and starts to take off. This little consolidation here is very similar to this consolidation silver has got the better of the chart patterns. It's had a very strong rally. Gold and silver and miners, they were having a really nice move up until the US dollar decided to have this great big strong pop and rally. But it wasn't just the dollar that really caused the move. We were talking about how all the precious metals were pretty much at resistance. They all had a nice move. They were pushing some really great significant areas where sellers could step in at any point. As soon as traders get a little nervous up at those levels, they were going to pretty much hit the sell button and kind of get out because it was resistance. The dollar happened to be at a support zone, and so as soon as the dollar started to bounce and rally, it created enough fear that a lot of people ejected out of their short-term speculative kind of precious metal trades, and the price just collapsed. A lot of money was moving into the safe havens. We had been seeing utilities do well. More importantly, we saw bonds really go from a big downtrend over the last year to putting in a bottoming formation. And now the bond market is actually in a new uptrend. And typically when we see the bond market, which is considered the kind of the safe haven when the stock market collapses, bonds actually kind of hold up or go up in value, whereas precious metals can still get pulled down to some extent. But when the bond market puts in a rally and starts to go into an uptrend, that is a really good sign that we are probably going to see gold continue to move higher over time. Chris says that gold was just a bit of a crowded trade. A wave of sellers hit and it collapsed very quickly. But overall, if the bond market is going up, that means there is in fear slowly creeping back into the market. Investors and traders are going to start to accumulate precious metals again. So we are still bullish on gold. It's just kind of got delayed a little bit. But the bond market is telling us that people are going to continue to be buying gold because fear is slowly rising in this market. Investors and traders get bored very quickly. They like action. So when we get into this kind of dull type of market, they start to give up. They start to get worried. They start to overthink things and they just start to move to defensive plays like bonds. Basically, it's just kind of boredom and it's making the delay and the move higher for stocks has got them just kind of thinking that maybe we should get a little more defensive. Gold's had this series over the last couple years of a rally, a bull flag with the pandemic kind of drop and pop, and then this next huge bull flag wave. Over the last few months, we have seen a very strong move in gold. We had kind of the US dollar have this huge drop and it broke down. It came right down to a really significant support zone. If we were to just kind of box in this type of price action, you can see it's a fairly significant level where we had a low. We had more or less a spike low. We have had lots of price action trade. We had a big bull flag. So there's lots of volume in this, and that's the first level where it's going to find support when it actually drops to. So now, as per Chris, we need to figure out if it's going to put in a bottom and start to rally and potentially trade sideways and build some launchpad before it goes much higher. But if the US dollar breaks down its act, we are actually going to see gold collapse very quickly. Could go to around 1650 and break these lows, create a huge wave of panic, and when it breaks these lows, it's going to send it down to 1650 or so, cleanse the market, then put in a very significant bottoming formation. When you closely look at this drop in gold and this it just refuses to bounce, there seems to be a lot of sellers still holding it down. When we look at the US dollar to see what it has done in the same time frame, it has done very much the complete opposite. It had a rounding formation. If this pops, it's going to potentially go way up. But we have had this strong pop and that's where gold broke down and now it's forming this little bull flag. That's a high momentum pattern, both on the dollar pointing to much higher prices, and the gold chart is a high momentum move to the downside. You get a strong oversold bounce from a support zone, takes a bit of a breather, and then it has one more squeeze up. So if we get that squeeze, it's going to put that pressure on metals. So that's kind of the short term view for what gold is kind of doing right now. This could easily take multiple months to work itself out. Just looking at these oscillations, there's 1 month, maybe 2 months. It could take a long time, like this is a huge kind of a multi-year pattern. So nothing is really going to happen imminently. These big patterns mean that they take a long time to play out, and the fact that we just had a big kind of breakdown and a lot of damage is going to take quite a few days for it to get up there, and then it's got to build some type of bullish pattern and then break out of that to really kind of confirm. Now we are making some real higher highs and in higher lows, but we could be more than 2 months for sure. It could definitely drag out. This kind of rally that we saw back in 2012, where we had this massive bull flag, it consolidated this massive rally, feels a lot like this type of scenario. We may sell off a bit and continue to build a big base, and it might take more than this year. It could drag out, but overall, we are kind of in this new super cycle for commodities, a weak currency US dollar, and this should eventually result to the upside, and we should be like 26 to 2700 into gold as per Chris. This could drag out to the end of the year. The end of the year is not really that far away. 6 months is only a little bit. Silver has got the better of the patterns. It's had a very strong rally. It's been consolidating in this pattern with a series of higher lows and kind of sideways or lower highs. This is a very strong pattern. In fact, it's actually a very similar pattern that we saw back in 2009 and in 2010. After it kind of gone through a bear market correction. We have gone through this whole bear market correction. It's pointing to a huge explosive move, which is why so many people are excited about silver. But it is at the lower end of its range. It sells a lot of work to do to get to that upper end and then eventually break out and start to move higher. So we are still looking at silver, months for it to kind of probably work itself to the end of this apex. Eventually it's going to break one way or the other and go up. Chris also says that if the dollar rallies, we are actually going to be going right down to 24 an ounce for silver very quickly. Hopefully it will hold that level and then hopefully work itself back up and break to the upside. But if it breaks that level, then we are probably looking at an extended period of silver to kind of repair itself and change that momentum back to the upside. So guys, here is Chris' views about silver. Please let me know your thoughts about silver in the comment section below. And also tell me on which topic should I make my next video. Till then you can surf previous videos on our channel. Bye bye and take care. Also don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to this channel.